What's going on, everybody? I'm Glenn P. Brooks Jr. I'm an author, I'm a speaker, and I'm a coach. And on today's episode, we're going to talk to you about 3 ways that you can use social media in order to grow your community. Hey everybody, welcome back. I appreciate the opportunity to get with you every week. We are doing our very best to help pastors, entrepreneurs, relationship coaches, even if you're a social worker or maybe a counselor, and you're trying to level up your ability to connect to the people that you really desire to work with by using social media. Our goal is really to help you do that. I want to ask you a quick question. Are you a pastor? Are you an entrepreneur that is that really understands the idea that in order to grow your organization, you're going to have to grow your community, or you're going to have to be able to connect to your community? If the answer to that question is yes, I want to talk to you a little bit about how I've used social media in order to be able to grow my community, and even more so than to just grow it, but to create it. A lot of people think because there are over 7 billion people on the planet, there's more than 2 billion people on social media, that sounds like vast numbers where people really don't really want to connect. And I found the opposite to be true. If you leverage it properly, I promise you, listen to me really carefully, that you can create community using social media. Today, I'm going to give you 3 ways to do that. And if you're ready for this content, I want you to sit back and relax. I'm going to give you some things that's going to help you. Now, number 1, in order to create community, you really have to understand the mediums or the platforms that you're on. And I think about Facebook, which obviously is the largest of all social media platforms. One of the things that Facebook does really, really well is it encourages you to actually create groups. So number 1, I want you to focus on creating a group that is specific. Now, when I talk about specific, guys, I'm not talking about just random groups that you're just throwing together. Pastors, I think about you, and maybe your particular niche is growing millennials. Would you ever consider creating a private Facebook group designed to teach and train millennials on a particular thing? How to help them grow in their faith, how to wrestle with faith in the midst of a crazy world in 2020. I don't know if you are an entrepreneur and you are specifically in the real estate industry maybe, and maybe you're trying to help realtors better connect with the people that they want to sell a home to, but they need to understand people. Well, if you can invite them to become a part of a private Facebook group where you can nurture them, teach and train them on that, you'll have a captive audience. Right now, we have about 800 people in our private Facebook group for our We All Need Some Help community, which is our marriages and parenting successfully community. And in that community, all I do is show up and consistently develop content specifically to speak to them so that they can grow in what it is that they're trying to do relationally. It's a phenomenal way to grow community using social media. Number 2 is I want you to start doing this. Ask more questions. If I could spell that correctly. So when I talk about asking more questions, I'm actually talking about polling. Guys, listen to me carefully. People love to give their opinions on things. And so as an entrepreneur or a pastor or even a leader in a local church, when you want to know the answer to a question, ask it. And so if you pose it to even if it's Facebook or Twitter, it doesn't even matter, you will find it amazing the responses that you get, and that helps you to identify the person that you're really supposed to be connecting to. So for instance, if you are coming up on Thanksgiving and you're trying to figure out, is there a need in your community? Ask the question. How many of you guys know of a family that is in need of a basket during this holiday season? Put the answer in the chat. Here's what you're going to get. And then maybe you create a hashtag around that so that you can search it really easily. Hashtag, for me, it's hashtag we all need some help. What I'm going to do is go back and later look at that hashtag and look at all the people. I may even ask them, what city do you live in, or what community did you live in that particular area? For me, I live in the Hampton Roads, Virginia area. I may put hashtag Hampton Roads, hashtag we all need some help. And so I'm literally scrolling down, and it helps me to identify identify a community. At this particular point, what you're doing is that you're leveraging your social media platforms in order to create a community that you specifically want to talk to. And number three, this is something that a lot of people are really afraid of because they really don't do it enough and often and be able to really master it. But I'm going to encourage you to please go live. Go live as often as you can with a specific message. I say go live on purpose. Here's what I know to be true. Facebook, all the social media algorithms play nice when you go live. Why? Because they want people on the platform as often as possible, as much as possible, and more importantly, they want live engagement. They want engagement. Here's how you know Facebook is going to push your content through. YouTube is going to push your content through. Instagram is going to push your content through. Is when you have live dialogue or get engagement. And I say live because the algorithm really likes that call and response, that immediate things. That's why if you ever look at my lives, I'm forever saying things like hashtag, put it in the chat, because I want people to engage with the content that I'm sharing with them on this particular live. Because at the end of the day, here's what I know. If I get Facebook's algorithm to push it through, I'm going to be able to reach as many people as I need to in order to be able to connect with them with the message that I want to say. I'm going to recap really quickly again. 3 ways to use social media to create community. Number 1, you want to create groups and be very specific when you do that. Number 2, you want to ask a ton of questions. Get used to polling. People want to know, people want to engage and they want to tell you what they think. And then the last one is go live. Go live on purpose and often, because guys, I'm going to promise you, that is the way that we've been able to build our business and help people like yourself really grow their organizations, because we've been able to leverage social media the way it was designed to do. I hope this has helped you. If there's been anything that you've asked or questions you may have, do me a favor, put it in the chat. Let me know. I'll be more than happy to take a look at it, and we'll be back next week with another incredible message on how you can grow your organization using social media and the platforms that are really readily available. If you've really enjoyed the content on this video, I want to encourage you to please subscribe, ring the bell so that you can get the notifications when we go live. We'll talk to you soon.